Hey guys, it's Patootie, bringing you guys another game of this amazing game called League of Legends. This is a normal game, playing it as the deadly Kennen skin. And yeah, I'm playing Kennen. This is a random little video that I decided to upload after I uploaded my random ARAM all draft random game yesterday. Let's try to keep that one, say that 3 times without stuttering. So we have a pretty interesting team here. We have Kali, Maokai, cool new champion, Xinjiao, and yes, and we're facing an opposite team with a bunch of random heroes, as you just saw. As of today, this is March 17th, and the day just started. It's 2 in the morning. The new hero Nocturne is out. He's a friggin' awesome hero, so everybody's playing him right now. People are jungling with him, people are solo laning, people are dual laning. He's really an all-around champion. He's really good, he's strong. Very scary when you have a multi against you. So here we are venturing into the enemy's red buff here, trying to pop some Shaco boxes. Quite successful so far. Seeing if we can pick somebody off, it doesn't look like it. And now our team's kind of spread out, which is very dangerous. And as you can see, they're coming really aggressive on us right now. Seeing that we are really spread out. I'm gonna get stunned here. Whoa, freaking out. Gotta get out of there. Lucky I didn't get any type of silence, or I would have been screwed. Lots of summoners gone already. Kali getting stuck there. She will be alright. Almost baiting that Urgot. See, I'm thinking right now, should I be? But it's 1 minute 45 seconds. The creeps are about to arrive. Nobody's at mid lane, so I'm thinking, what the hell? I'll stay here. I'm gonna mid solo, 200 HP versus a Shaco jungler and a Swain, which you're thinking, what are you doing, man? Are you out of your mind? But I'm thinking, I'm confident in my ability to last it with my shuriken from a distance. I'm going to be really attentive for Shaco, and I'll be alright. And right there, for the first few minutes of this game, I'm completely failing at last hitting. Don't know what was going on. The game really early in the morning, which is why I wasn't ranked. It was my first game of the day, and I was extremely tired. It took me a while to warm up a bit, so failing that last hitting. And I think I do remember how this game actually went down, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. Very fun game. So Swain, not that dangerous early on. Kennen, not incredibly dangerous. You can put on a lot of pressure, but I'm really low health, so I'm not putting pressure, especially with the Shaco on the other team. But the Doran's blade kicking in already, or Doran's shield, sorry, kicking in already. Marty back up to 450 HP and still regenning. Great starting item for any mid solo. Good snare there from Swain, get some good damage in. Brings me all the way back down to 240. I missed completely. I'm just like, yeah, I'll take it. I don't really care right now. Too tired. Real. More fail last hits, missing that cannon. Missing another creep. Probably gonna miss this one. Oh no, I should get one. It's a first, huh? So I have to be constantly, it's about 3 minutes 30. Not quite when Shaco's usually gank, but some people, there's a lot of different ways people jungle with Shaco. Sometimes they rush red right away. Even though we pop the boxes, he can get that fairly quickly, come gank right away. He can finish his jungle, then gank. At this point, that's what I'm figuring. If he hasn't ganked me yet, he's probably going to finish his jungle, so he'll gank me around 4 minutes and a half. So, about now, I want to ideally let his wave push back and stop pushing. As you can see, the way I have the camera positioned right now, it's slightly inclined upward, so I can see if he's coming from his red buff, in case he did decide to start at blue after we popped his boxes. Usually, very often Shacos will gank from that top part when you're on the blue team. More often than not. So I have my camera face for that bush, for the ledge on top of that bush, which you will often blink. See it in there, I see it. Sorry Shaco, not today, saw you coming. If you're playing Shaco, don't gank from there. There's no reason. You can blink over any of those ledges right next to it, and Much more effective for ganking. You don't lose any distance or anything. And Shaco's will constantly hump your lane if you try to engage them, so I'm not moving too far up. If I didn't dodge that snare of his, Shaco would have probably been right back in. It was odd that Shaco ganked me without his red buff though. I don't know what he's doing right now. Kind of a sloppy build. Maybe he wasn't expecting the pop boxes and he's not used to it, but it's kind of really slow either way. So now I'm a little bit more comfortable, got more HP. I have both summoners back up from that level 1 fight. So I can be a bit more aggressive on the Swain. Swain, despite his like random odd spurts of harass, he's not really doing anything. He's sitting on full mana, which I wouldn't recommend ever doing. You should burn that in some way. Urgot grabbing first blood up top versus Malphite. It's whatever at this point. Shaco ganked. I'm gonna come in and put a lot of pressure, forcing a summoner out. I see Shaco right there, so I have to burn both summoners. I would have probably died. Either way, I put some good pressure on the Swain, burned his summoners. And I'm gonna hurry back and get my boots in case Shaco tries to gank me again. Maokai is one of the champions they released recently. He's very interesting. He's kind of a tanky AP character. He throws like the seed around and it chases people. He's very weird. He reminds me of Deadwood of Heroes of Nowhere. If you guys ever played that game, don't call me a traitor. It's a fun game. It's not that bad. It's a different style. But I do like League of Legends a lot, and I probably will be sticking for this a lot more than I'll ever play on. So I'm back to lane, didn't miss too much EXP. Maokai dies bottom. No big deal so far. Swain uses all his mana, brings me down half health. I was kind of expecting that, which is why I bought potions. Still fail last hitting, jeez. It's brutal. Swain's kind of hurting on mana, but he already gained a lot of it back because of his passive, which allows him to gain back mana when he kills a minion. Seen by that weird blue shield thingy. Swain's damage relies mostly on him being able to land that stun. So if he doesn't land it, he can't really do anything to me, as long as I can keep dodging it. Which it was really important. Which is why it was really important for me to get those boots. So I can dodge a snare on Shaco ganks and stuff like that. So that's one thing you really want to think about when you're facing a Shaco. Get the boots as fast as you can. Don't push up if you're low. Play more defensively than you usually would. Because if Shaco doesn't get his ganks in, it hurts him a lot. So just don't feed him. Even if you lose your lane, even if you get out farmed, if you don't die to Shaco, you're much better off than farming and dying. Shaco snowball is really hard, and you do not want to let him get that early advantage in, so you can get dragon quickly, put a lot of pressure on your lanes. You do not want that. For Kennen, I use standard caster runes, aside from I don't use mana regen runes, obviously. I just have random runes. I think I actually have some crit chance. Shaco comes in again. I'm not sure what he was trying to accomplish there. Kind of baited his Swain, and Swain burnt his ghost for no reason. But yeah, standard caster runes, AP. I max Q first, grabbing W second, and 1 point in Nia level like 3 or 4, just to get away. You can also max W first if you think that if you're facing a melee champion, it's really easy to level that. You get more damage in, more CC. It's nice. It's easier to land in your Q, especially since a melee champion will mostly be hanging around his minions. So it might not be easy to get your shurikens in. So right now it's 3-1. Team's dying a lot, but I have confidence. Kennen's another one of those champions that gets really strong with farm. So my advice is to farm as much as you can, try to ignore the other lanes as much as you can, unless you have a really clear opportunity. If you're facing some kind of champion like Shen or Janna, push the lane as hard as you can, and then try to gank. And then try to minimize the amount of EXP you lose while you're gone. See, Swain has no boots right now, which I'm taking advantage of big time, but I do get ganked, wasting another flash. But it could have been much worse. See Shaco blinking in again. He just really wants to get me. That's 3 or 4 failed ganks now, just by paying attention. 4-1 now for the other team. Or 2. Kali tanks the Garen spin there, almost dies. I'm gonna miss a ton of CS here just out of under failure. I got like 1 out of the 7 there. It's a real fail. I'm gonna ward up here. Shaco likes to gank from that top side. That's where he'll be coming from after red buff. Ideally you put it on that ridge there, but that Shaco's been ganking me from stupid places, so I just put it down there. I'm not sure why. I wasn't thinking straight. Malphite all of a sudden is on a killing spree out of nowhere. Kinda odd, I didn't notice that at first. Oh, and I played another ARAM game the other day as Katarina, and I got my first pentakill ever, so that was pretty exciting. But I don't think there's a champion that'd be easier to do it on. Press R, pentakill, GG. Especially now that it does 3 blades at all levels. So I think I was only like level 13 or something when I actually got that pentakill. It's pretty cool. A lot of people think she's pretty useless. I think she can work. I think she can work in a team that you have a lot of CC in, a lot of AoEs. I think it can work. Despite what people think. Bottom lane picking it up. Now the score is only 4-5. Only a slight disadvantage. And I'd even say it's an advantage now because we got the kills on them after they got the kills. So I'm gonna come up. I see him ult in, so I'm gonna ghost up. He has no ward as he didn't see me coming, so I'm just gonna come in and just wreck his face off. One thing you gotta remember is just because you have your ult on doesn't mean you should be running around in circles. I see a lot of people hit like their E on Kennen, hit their ulti, and just like run around like a maniac, but you actually have to make sure you keep using your other skills to maximize your damage output. Otherwise, I would not have gotten that kill. I don't know, my Fraps is freaking out right now, or Vegas is. I'm not sure what's going on. I hope that doesn't affect anything.
An ally has been slain.
Doing a little bit better on the CS here. Still failing pretty hard. Swain's missing. I do not call it. Just dozing off in the middle of a game here. No big deal. I love Kennen. Such a retarded hero, though. Again, positioning my camera after he says Urg incoming mid, Urgot. So just so I can see it the minute he comes out. There he is. Easily get away. Urgot ulties me here. I don't burn any summoners because they have no damage and I know they can't kill me right now. They have nothing to kill me with. That's just knowledge, playing the game a lot, you know what kind of damage they have. And after taking that first hit from him, I seen that he wasn't doing crap to me, so I didn't have to burn any summoners. 6-8 now, lots of action going on. 14 kills in 16 minutes.
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
Trying to get this Urgot, using my level advantage on him, trying to zone him out.
An ally has been slain.
Kind of an even trade-off there, but I took a lot of damage from the creeps, which made the difference. I get aggressive, and get a pretty easily safe kill on him. I flash in just to make sure. Well, I was thinking if I flash in, he'll probably miss his acid corrosive thing, but he wasn't even paying attention, so he didn't get it until after. It did hit me, but because he was late, he didn't get any Qs in.
Steady.
Because all the better for me. So now I got my Rylai's at 17 minutes. Usually I build Rylai's into Death Cap, and then either Abyssal Scepter or some other AP item. Void Staff, and then, I don't know, Banshee Veil or whatever I feel is necessary. Kennen's a very fast hero, and with these summoners, you don't have to build too defensive, especially with Rylai's. Although Abyssal is always nice to have.
Let's do it.
This is funny. I don't know what Chico was thinking, but free kill. I haven't seen Swain in a while. Welcome back, Swain. See what you bring to the table now. He's got an ROA. I like that item on Swain. Makes him pretty tanky with his ulti on. 3-pronged gank here on middle. This guy's screwed. Where you going, son? Answer is nowhere. Quoted from good YouTuber called Excalisaurus. Pretty cool guy, pretty cool guy. Alright, things are starting for the first time in the game. We're actually heading kills, 10-9. Things are starting to shape up. Looking good. See how I position myself behind this dragon? I get far away from... See, if any of the enemy team came, they'd have to go through Malphite and Zen before they even got close to me. Just keeping my distance on them. Really important, Kennen. Keep your distance. You have ranged attacks for a reason. You do not need to get too close. 4-man gank on bottom. These guys have no chance. And a free tower out of it. Although for some reason Maokai stuck around and he died to Garen. Swain's chilling in the bush. What's up, Swain? I noticed that my teammates go away, so I don't get overly aggressive here. In those few seconds I just got 1700 gold. Not bad. And this is when I start getting warmed up. Actually starting CS, but good gank here from the team. I think I die here. Yeah. Made a mistake of throwing that shuriken. Because Twisted Fate decided to ghost, and it's a bad time for me to start poking at him, I guess. Not sure, I don't remember if I just hit that TF or not to slow him with the Rylai's, but either way, it didn't matter. I die. And I'm scared for my team here because Maokai's top, and there are only 3. There's a potential 5. There's 4 right there, and it could be a 5th. So I'm gonna hurry on there as fast as I can. I just got a hell of a lot stronger with my City Large Rod. And despite it being like 4v3, 5v3, 4v3. Good timing on Malphite. Got us a free kill. But Xinjiao overextends, pays for it with his life. I come in, clean up duty. And my screen just went completely black. Okay, so I'm not sure what just happened there, but I'm back. Just killed Shaco. I have red buff. And I get a second kill on their god there. And maybe even a third here, maybe? I have red buff. Keep him slowed. Q for the kill. GG. So I just came bottom, cleaned 3 kills up after Xinjiao died. Maokai dies mid again to Garen. Maokai is 0-4 right now. Not having too good of a game. That's okay. Won't hold it against you, Maokai. Garen is a really lovely guy. Yep, that's Garen. Although he's really not that great anymore, sadly, because of his changes. Xinjiao. If he looks at me deeply, I lose half HP. Garen quite fed. Urgot here has no idea what's going on. No idea. Uh-oh, Shaco. Slightly scared at this point. Garen's hugging my 6. But as soon as he turns away, hey guys, I'm back. Nope, never mind. Just kidding. I'll be on my way now. These fools decide to go back in. I'm like, okay, I'll come help. I will help myself to these free kills. That guy's dead. I get too close here. Mostly through misclicks. 2v1. Where are you going, son? Answer was nowhere. I'll finally go back with another nice dandy 2400 gold for all my hard work. I love the red buff on the deadly Kennen. It just suits him perfectly. So now this is the strongest part for Kennen. Sitting on around 400 AP, 23 minutes in. This is when your ulti is the strongest at level 16. Hits him 15 times if all 5 champions are in it, which is ridiculous. Forget if every lightning strike puts 1 charge, or is it every 3? I forget. Either way, you get tons of CC off with your W if you ult on all 5 people. And you put out like some crazy, I think the number is like 8k damage or something absolutely retarded. And yeah, that's Kennen for you with 400 AP, so enjoy that. Just trying to keep control of our lanes, picking bottom. Somebody go push that wave back while I push up top. I have no wards and my other lanes are not being pushed, so I cannot push safely at all. My advice to you is, instead of running around the jungle like they're doing right now, keep your lane pushed. And because of that, it allows them a free gank on top without any repercussions. But I do manage to at least get TF, but I am going to die because I saw Urgot coming from middle and have nowhere else to go. But that's simply because instead of pushing their lanes and putting pressure, they let them gank me by not pushing. Because if all lanes had been pushing right there instead of See, they're like dancing around right now in the jungle behind Dragon, not accomplishing too much. They're all pressuring their lanes. Yes, maybe one of us will get ganked by 3 or 4 of them and die, but we'll get 1, 2 towers for free out of it. A lot of people don't realize that, but it's the best way to take advantage of your advantage. If that makes any sense. I mean, there's ways to work around it if you don't have a team that pushes. Buy massive amounts of wards, which I probably should have done, but I didn't. By the way, last game I had issues with my mic. It was not really loud. I actually turned it down when I was making it because it was too loud to me. But when it comes on YouTube, they must like tone down the sounds or whatever because it was really, really low. So I'll see if I can make it better this time. Urgot is just, I don't know if he's dumb or just overly aggressive, but he just burned both summoners when he really had to burn none. And I am in a horrible position. But he lets me get away. And it's perfect positioning. My ult's up in 2 seconds. I'm extremely happy. I actually don't really get much use out of that ulti. Missed my Q there. And he gets away. Not. Maybe he does. Shaco, King of Deceives. So if I was in their shoes right now, they had a good chance of killing me when they caught me off there. But after I got away, they should definitely not have chased us in that bush, especially with not their whole team there. There's only like 3 of them, and we were 3 or 4. It was definitely not the best decision. They should have pulled out. They missed their opportunity. It was over. Something that you need to learn to identify and get out ASAP, pronto.
I am the win.
Insane amounts of damage just to Shaco right there. And Urgot missed all of his attacks, so he wasn't able to slow me at all. He actually had a TMI, and I was surprised because it wasn't even a Tuesday, although he had a TMI. Found that a bit odd. His team is not really that bad. Shaco didn't do that great, but despite that, he put a lot of pressure, and if I hadn't been paying attention, he probably would have killed me a few times. So he didn't do that horribly. And Garen is super fed, but I am more farmed than he is at this point. So as long as I can keep my distance, which is not as easy as it sounds, should be alright. Seems that every time I see Shaco, he has blue buff, but he never has red buff. I think that's when he was ganking the other lanes. I think Xin Zhao is actually stealing their red right now. Yep. Xin Zhao is also doing really good, I believe. See that all the lanes are pushing, and that half their team is below half HP or around half HP. Perfect time to go Baron. Instead, they're just fiddling around Dragon. See Maokai just running around, not really doing anything. Just stay in your lanes, push your lanes. It's really the best thing you can do. You might die, but you will get a tower or 2 out of it. At least if you're playing with me or anyone who knows what they're doing. So I'm picking Baron. They're kind of low. I want to bait it. I want to see if they'll come. TF just used his ulti not long ago. Or at least we can burn it out if it's back up already. I don't think they have it warded. Or they might actually, since they're not coming.
I am the wind.
There's the TF ulti. I don't think TF would have ultied if they had that warded. Because there really had been no point.
Steady.
Pretty much just gave him a really good initiation. Jinzhao gets bursted down through all the crazy, the madness. But it will come out positive. Definitely worth it there. I had a good initiation. I saw the opportunity, go splashed in, ultied, caught 2 or 3 of them, mass CC'd them. Good stuff. I'm praying that Shaco comes in on us right now. But I think he learned his lessons from last time on the tower there. Another thing that people don't realize, if you win after you win a team fight like that, if you're not gonna push, you better go heal really quickly. Otherwise, they can, if they're smart, they'll go straight to Baron and take it before you even start healing. If you don't go heal right away, that is. And I was hoping I could get a Negatron cloak if I sold it, but I did the math a bit too quickly there and ended up with an all magic lantern. Or mantle, whatever it's called. Got that simply because the last fight, I took a lot of magic damage from him, swinging AoEs and stuff, so to try to minimize that random damage, wanted to get some magic resist. Because he has hideous base magic resist. It is incredibly low. 30 or something. At level 18. It's pathetic.
I am the wind. I am the wind.
So we're going to get good dragons, see if we can get some kind of team fight. We'll have my double buffs up, and Xinjiao's is red. It's not going to happen, they're going to let us take it. And just further our advantage. Actually, maybe they'll come here. See how I'm standing in the back? I'm not getting anywhere near until they start. Need to wait for a good opportunity. I want somebody to go in right now because I know we can wreck them in a fight. I'll work these bushes with my ulti. Ridiculous amounts of damage right now.
An enemy has been slain.
Easily won that team fight.
An enemy has been slain.
When you have bushes like that and you can go on the offense, it's really favorable to be on the offense because of all the bushes you can dance in and out and you basically can't get hit at all if you do it right. Except of course AoEs, which is where I took most of the damage that fight. Telling my team to be after we take down this inhib because again, they could either come kill us and then take Baron. Just not what you want to happen. You want to heal up and get ready for Baron right away. They want to push top, but that is a really bad idea. They're coming up. You might get the tower, but you are definitely going to die and you are definitely going to give up Baron.
Steady. An ally has been slain.
As you can see. They all die.
Ally has been slain.
Hopefully they learn for next time. If I would have been there, same thing would have happened.
Ally has been slain.
Although I probably would not have died because I had flash and my E up, but not worth it. If they were smart now, they would have went straight to Baron, but I don't think they will. It's like Malphite will be enough to keep them off of it for now. Again, this game I did not buy any wards. Nobody bought wards. It was a normal game. It's not quite as important, but in ranked game, if you want to look for an easy way to get your ELO up, buy a crap ton of wards. Place them all over the enemy jungle. It's virtually impossible to lose once you have vision over your enemies. Urgot just chilling up here.
Unstoppable.
Easily kill him.
Their final months approach. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Jeff ulti, not sure what that was all about. Now that it's down, I want to take this Baron right now. All the waves are pushing. Ooh, Garen. Lots of damage, but thanks to Rylai's I'll be able to kite him really well. Well, I actually failed pretty hard there and almost died, but ooh. In the end, it's not gonna matter. My team is good enough to pick it up. Before I made a mistake. I have their middle inhibitors down. Now always pushing. Should be pretty easy to take this Baron risk free. It's a bit dangerous, but also if you're a tank and you're on Baron, move up to it as close as you can, just to avoid unnecessary damage. It's really annoying when you have a tank sitting like 3 miles away and you're someone like a Kali who has to get up really close. And you take a lot of damage for no reason. So now I'm pretty maxed out on items. I think I'm aiming for this hourglass just to get some armor to finish it off. I got some magic resist, get some more armor, and I should be good. That extra AP bonus and the invulnerable works. It works really well with his ulti. It'll keep doing AoE damage while you're invulnerable. Very nice. Nice item on Kennen. Malphite a bit of a misclick there, and this is ulti. And he gets away, but not a big deal. Urgot randomly ultis there. I may not have had the Ghost Flash, but I did it just to be safe. And notice how Garen is humping me. I'm using my Masteries just to keep him off of me while my team can dish out all the damage. And with no tank, I can easily pick off the rest of their team.
Pussy dude.
And that'll,
Oh, man.
there's a surrender. There's my friend talking to me, just came in at the hit of the game. GG guys, hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.
Betrayal.